Racing. It's time for our special feature segment, and if you have looked at the program recently, you have noticed a new name. Apprentice rider Jenna Joubert has joined us here on the program today, and Jenna, thank you for joining us. And 24-year-old apprentice rider from Minnesota, to give us a little background.
I got into it. My family owned horses, and I did the hunter jumper thing through Pony Club and a little barrel racing and rodeo side of it. I actually started galloping racehorses in high school to start paying for college.
Now, you mentioned college. You went to the University of Oklahoma. This has to be quite an exciting time for you in terms of you're a football fan.
Yeah, I did. I graduated there, and I went there so I could gallop horses year-round. You can't really do that in Minnesota. So.
Where did you get your interest in horses?
Ever since I was little, I had family that owned racehorses, and my parents have a note that's framed on the wall from kindergarten that says, what do you want to do when you grow up? And it says, I want to be a jockey and a cheerleader. So that was at the age of 5. So I kind of knew back then.
And what made you go from the hunter jumper to actually being a jockey? You always wanted to do it, but what got you to that next step?
Really, it was the involvement in the racehorses. You know, my parents' side of it. We had a broodmare farm. So I had worked around the racehorses for quite a while, and then the next step was riding and galloping them. And I'd always been small, and I galloped racehorses for 6 years before I started racing, and that's, you know, it was always an interest. I just got the school done first.
How much different from galloping to actually being out there in the afternoon riding a race?
It's completely different. There's people who can make it as an exercise rider and may never be able to be a jockey, and vice versa. You see that where a lot of jockeys will ask them, no, they don't want to be galloping any horses.
Yeah, Jen, as a young rider, certainly plenty of opportunities. There are warmer places to come than Philadelphia. How did you land at Philadelphia Park?
I came to the East Coast just for the opportunities. You can ride 7 days a week, day and night, and those opportunities are not available in the Midwest. Usually you just are kind of stuck at one racetrack, and also on the East Coast you find that there are many more female riders, and the opportunities are there for females as well.
You mentioned the female riders, still very much a male-dominated sport. What have some of the issues been for you in getting your career started here as a woman?
A lot of the time you hear the negative, that girl rider, or that girl won one. Well, Donna Barton actually told me once that you can't think of yourself as a girl rider, you need to think of yourself as a jockey. And also a little bit where, you know, the male riders are on your side and backing you at first. When you win those first couple races, they're all excited and cheering you on, but then as you win more races and you start to win some of the better pots, you know, you get a little more grief from them and saying, oh, that girl came in and taking our money. But, you know, it's all part of it.
Do you have a particular style that you like? Rather be in front, come from behind?
Actually, I'm very versatile. I guess personally I would like to come from behind, but I do both. I had worked actually a quarter horse meet, and a lot of people see me and they think that I'm not a front end rider, but you know, the quarter horses, and that's where I did a lot of my gate work. I can get one out of the gates, that's for sure.
Yeah, you've obviously been a fan. Do you have a favorite horse from back in the day that you've watched through the years?
You know what, there's been tremendous horses over the years. I think just in recent years, being a woman, one of my favorites, and my heart goes out to 8 Bells, that's for sure. And Larry Jones actually has helped me out. I've ridden a few for him here, and she has a place in my heart, actually.
Jenna, we thank you for taking the time to join us here on the show. And fans, for those of you that like your jockeys that have a little extra gray matter up there, not only has Jenna have her bachelor's degree, but she's also working on her master's in business, so she's got the best of both worlds. We wish you the best, Jenna, and best of luck here at Philadelphia Park.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, it's time to head to our national coverage here on the show. The national coverage